Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for August. I hope everybody is well. I would like to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Libra out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Please keep in mind that in a general reading, the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. And as always, Libra, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Libra? Libra. Libra. All right, Libra, you are starting out with the Five of Cups in the reverse. You have the Three of Pentacles reversed and the Four of Swords. All right, so you're healing, Libra. You're still healing. I feel like you've kind of taken a break. You've taken a little bit of a time out after something has kind of crumbled. Now, for some of you, this is some sort of financial foundation, and you're kind of now taking a break. You've gone through it. I can see that. There's definitely a sense of having gone through a very sad or difficult time, feeling like there was very little love available to you. And at this point, you're kind of coming out of that. Some of you even went through a depression. It may have had to do with a foundation that crumbled in a relationship, or it could have been finances. But I definitely feel like you're now looking at everything that's happened here. You're wondering, is there still love here for you? You could be focused upon a particular relationship that, you're wondering if there's still love in that relationship. If so, that relationship would have crumbled. It was destabilized by something here. But you've done a lot of healing. I feel like you've been doing a lot of healing, a lot of thinking. You've kind of pulled your energy back. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is... I see you thinking about things, definitely looking at the past, a past that made you really unhappy, and now trying to, it's something you had to heal from, and now thinking about it, trying to put it all together, trying to make it make sense. All right, so the person in your energy has the Eight of Swords. We have the Star card in the reverse. And coming out together, we have the Tower reversed along with the Magician in the reverse. Sign of Gemini and Aquarius. So strong air sign energy here. This is somebody that's definitely up in their head. They are constantly reviewing something here. They may have given up hope on this connection. I do feel like this is somebody who is overthinking the situation between you and them. Whatever it was that made you feel really sad, you're both kind of looking at it. The difference is you're trying to learn from it, and they're just up in their head, just almost trapped in their own thoughts. I will say that something here didn't manifest for this person the way they thought it was going to, and it caused a Tower moment for them. So now whatever that is, I feel like it's caused a lot of uncertainty in their life. It wasn't built on a strong foundation, so it could be this connection. It could be something else. We'll clarify to see. But this is somebody who is definitely dealing with a lot of insecurities right now. They've had some hopeless feelings here. And this is why they're definitely up in their head. So let me see the energy. This is an overthinker. Let me see the energy between Libra and this person. The Queen of Cups. Oh, there's love between the two of you. Yeah, so if you're questioning, Libra, is there still love here? There is. You both love one another. But I feel like that love has been submerged for quite some time, and it seems as if it might be resurfacing. You're trying to bring forward the lessons from the past, but this person is just up in their head. They're thinking. They're trapped in their thoughts. But there's definitely love that's here. Let me see what's affecting the connection. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer sign. Show me what's affecting this connection. The Emperor in reverse. Sign of Aries. Something here spun out of control. Yes, somebody or something spun out of control. it caused the ending of this connection, this foundation here. You became uncooperative with the whole process because you felt that this person was out of control. They felt hopeless. They felt like their entire life was out of control. So yeah, I was correct. There's something here with this Tower in reverse. It's like their entire life was spinning out of control. Let me see. There's also nobody taking control of this relationship either. It's like you both care about each other, you both love each other, but you're focused on the past. They're overthinking the situation, so nobody's taking the lead. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome at the end of this week for Libra. Show me the outcome at the end of the week for Libra. Four of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. All right, so, you know, you're both kind of in this thoughtful, you know, thinking. This person would like to rebuild things with you, but they feel inadequate to do it. Whatever crumbled in, it could have been this relationship, but it looks like it was something else. They had some sort of tower moment in their life. Things crumbled for them. And it's caused them to feel like they are inadequate to actually fix anything. That's why they're not taking any action. It's easier for them to just sit back and think and think and think and think and love you from a distance than to, you know, it's like they've given up on taking any kind of action here. So I do feel like there is definitely love here. You may have an idealized version. You both might. But as far as actually taking control of it, you're resting. You're resting. They're up in their head. They're up in their head. They're afraid to take action. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, that's underlying energy, and it indicates feelings of rejection, feelings of abandonment. Feeling loss. There could also be some financial loss that is present and is somehow affecting this. So let's look at this. Let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Five of Cups in reverse for Libra? Five of Wands and the Sun in reverse. Yeah, you're unhappy. There could have been a conflict that you had with this person, and there's a sense here that there's a lot of unhappiness. I also feel like you don't really know that this person has feelings for you. You don't know if they do or they don't. So you're kind of like, well, is there love here or isn't there love here? I see everything that happened here in the past, but, you know, is there actually love here? I don't know. I don't know. So you're internally conflicted because you don't know, and it's causing a lot of unhappiness. Yeah, that lack of clarity as to whether there's actually love here. So why is the Three of Pentacles in reverse for Libra? Oh, there's the Tower. So the Tower was with you, and then we have the Seven of Swords reversed. I'm sorry, Eight of Swords reversed. So the ending of this foundation, there was some kind of an established foundation between you and this person. A Tower moment was caused. And I feel like you were up in your head a lot as well. You were constantly thinking about it, but you chose to free yourself. You're no longer cooperative with taking the action. I don't know if maybe in the past you were the one that was always trying to fix it, but you freed yourself. After this Tower moment, you were like, I'm out. I'm done. You've ended this, you know, the foundation that this was built on. It's caused a Tower moment. It obviously wasn't built on a strong foundation. I'm not taking charge of this. I'm freeing myself from this. You're not providing clarity. There's constantly fights. You know, I'm not doing this anymore. Now, you do love them, but you're not going to be the one to fix this. You freed yourself from it after this Tower moment. All right, so why is the Four of Swords here? Yeah, you've really pulled your energy back. Knight of Pentacles reversed, King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you've pulled back. You may feel that this person is not offering commitment. They were keeping you stuck. These are the things you're thinking about now. You know, that you feel this person wasn't offering you anything. They weren't offering commitment. They were keeping you stuck. And so you freed yourself from this. But it was a Tower moment that caused you to free yourself. Yeah, that's harsh. All right, so let's see. Let's see their energy. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Queen of Wands reversed. And the Knight of Wands, because they're inconsistent. They're in, they're out. For some of you, this person could be a player. For others, they're not offering the commitment. You're exactly right. They're coming in with passion. Yeah, they're coming in with passion, and then they disappear and take no action. And they know it. They're thinking about this. For some of you, this person, you were waiting for this person to get out of another connection, and it felt like they never were going to do so. You felt like this person was keeping you stuck. And it does, for those of you that resonates, this person knows that you're not coming in as a third party. Yeah, they know that. They're still passionate about you, and they do have feelings, by the way. They do. It's, you know, if you think that they're just in it for the passion, they're not. Even though they're appearing that way, they have feelings for you. But they're not taking action. Yeah, they're not taking action on it. They're inconsistent. They're in, they're out. And a lot of that's because they overthink everything. And so they're in analysis paralysis. They think and think and think. They even have things they want to say to you, but then at the end of the day, they think about what they want to say to you, and then they actually do nothing because they just are constantly analyzing. They're trapped in their own head. Why is the Star card in reverse? This person needs healing. Hold on a second, your cards fell. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords and we have the Strength card. Yeah, they're definitely an overthinker. So this person actually loses sleep thinking about this connection. They feel like everything is out of control. And I feel like they are trying to work on themselves. They're trying to be strong. But they're over analyzing everything, and they're actually taking no action. And so I feel like this person just at the end of the day, they kind of give up, and then it starts all over again. Yeah, let me see the bottom energy. Show me the bottom energy for the person in Libra's energy. All right, so we have the Lovers. There's that Emperor in reverse again, and that's what's affecting the connection. So it's on this person's side. And then we have the Two of Wands. So this person has a choice to make. Yeah, they have a choice to make. And you're not moving forward until they make that choice. They may have a choice between two people, or it could be a big decision with regard to love. But this person is not making a choice. They're not taking the reins because they sit in their head. They sit in their thoughts. They actually want to rebuild this connection. They do, but they feel inadequate. And I also feel like this person feels you are a soulmate. But they refuse to take action here. And it's really, truly because of this, you know, analysis paralysis. They go over and over in their head what they want to say to you. They think about, you know, whether or not this connection's going to work out. But at the end of the day, they're refusing to take control of the connection. You're refusing to take control of it as well because they caused a Tower moment. And you freed yourself. So now this person is weighing up the pros and cons on how to fix this, but it stops at that point. They're like, you know, they think of all kinds of things they want to say. They think, you know, of all kinds of ways they could repair it, but they don't actually take control. So let me see. So this could become a missed opportunity between the two of you. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Show me the energy between Libra and this person. Ace of Wands reversed. And the Five of Swords. Ooh. So in this conflict, this person acted arrogantly. Five of Swords is somebody who is a little narcissistic. Or they behave in a narcissistic manner. They are going to win no matter who gets hurt. They don't care who gets hurt as long as they feel that they won. So I do feel like this is somebody who you had this conflict with, and there was an ending here. There's definitely love here, but you're dealing with somebody who refuses to take control of the situation. And I feel like you may even be wondering if this person was only in it for the passion. So here's the thing, Libra, and it's not going to make you feel any better. They do love you. The reason it's not going to make you feel any better is because they're not expressing it. They're just thinking about it. They're in their pride. They're in their ego. This person's full of ego. So they come in, they go out. Yeah. And when they come in with mostly the passion, not the emotion. Because they can't allow themselves. They can't allow themselves to express the emotion because of their own feelings of inadequacy. Wow. This person could be narcissistic. They definitely have some narcissistic traits that they're demonstrating in this relationship. And I feel like this just makes you unhappy. All right, so why is the Emperor in reverse between Libra and this person? The Hangman reversed. And the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you became single after this Tower moment. You freed yourself. You became single. Yeah, you're strong. You're independent. This is the Empress in the lower arcana. So I feel like you're focusing on you. You're focusing on your spiritual connection, your money, your independence. And you're showing up here as very strong. Ironically, it was this Tower moment that made you as strong as you are. It was this ending. It was your decision to free yourself from all this energy. You're realizing that this person is, you know, it's up to them to take action. And you're also realizing that they have refused to do so because they're in their ego. Now, with the Hangman in reverse, this person's starting to see things differently. Because they are working on themselves. To their credit, they are working on themselves. They still have a lot of healing to do. But they're starting to look at this and they're starting to realize that, you know, they have let this spin out of control. They see you over here being strong, independent, you know, making your money and they see you as such a strong, independent person. And now they're beginning to realize that they let this spin out of control because this is on them. They have the Emperor in reverse over here. If this person was in another relationship, they weren't faithful to that relationship. Yeah, so they're starting to look at it differently. And I do feel like it's taken a long, long time. They still need to heal. Let me look at your outcome. Show me the outcome between Libra and this person at the end of the week. All right, so we have the Six of Swords reversed, the Magician, Gemini energy, Pisces is here as well, Six of Pentacles are in the upright, and the Two of Cups reversed. All right, so the two of you are wondering if this is going to be a missed opportunity. Neither of you are willing to budge. I do feel like you both want to balance this out, and you're both manifesting that. So you're both looking at this and you're both aware that there's love here. You're both aware that this is going to be a missed opportunity between the two of you if something's not done. You both want to balance it out. However, you feel like this person is giving their energy to more than one person or more than one situation. And so you feel like this person will keep you stuck. There's something here about stuck energy, and it has to do with this King of Pentacles in the reverse. So if this person is involved elsewhere, or even, it may not even be another person, they could be like completely, you know, giving their attention to another situation. I don't know. It could be work involved. I don't know. But whatever it is preventing them from giving commitment to this connection. And you're basically saying, I am manifesting balance in this connection. However, I will not move forward. I will keep my distance if there is not commitment that's being offered. This person is weighing up the pros and cons of repairing this. Now, for some of them, they have to end something elsewhere. A situation they haven't been faithful to because they may have had a choice between you and someone else. So they know they have to create this ending in order to bring about this balance here, or this will be a missed opportunity. So they're aware of that. So they're having to decide, are they going to bring balance into this connection? Are they going to repair the damage that has been done here? They feel your energy moving away, and you definitely are moving away. So they're having to weigh it up. They're again, it's more of that analysis paralysis. They're thinking. So they're all up in their head. They're looking at everything. They're worrying about it day and night. They are working on themselves, but at the same time, they stay up in their head so much, they're not really taking the action. They are manifesting balance, but this could well become a missed opportunity. And they're going to have to decide, are they willing to take that risk? Yep. So it's a tough read, Libra. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and it does indicate that you are not emotionally satisfied in this connection. It also indicates that they aren't either, but I feel like you're going to maintain your distance, maintain your silence here until this person makes a decision to actually bring balance. So it requires action, not just thought. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. Pulling for Libra. All right, Libra, you have number 21. It says blessings and curses. It's all about self-love, beauty, the psyche. It says, do not be ashamed, not of your thorns or of your flowers. So let's read that. Give me 1 second here. All right, so your affirmation says, I accept all parts of myself. I am divine and whole. The Red Rose, a guide, has come to pay you an important visit. She seeks to heal and ease a pain in your mind and spirit. There is shame and guilt for who you are lurking in your darkest corners. It's holding you back in ways that you may not realize. She wishes to shine a light there to show you how to love your darkness into the light, how to turn your demons into angels. The thorns we grow come from a place of pain. They are a result of our need to protect ourselves from outside forces. They are defense mechanisms. Hurt that we can sometimes cause others comes from being hurt ourselves. If you try to pick a rose, it will prick you with its thorns. You may have goodwill, but the rose doesn't know that. It's been fooled and hurt before. However, the thorns are also what makes the rose strong, whole, and powerful. Her thorns are the rose's self-worth, her ability to stand up for herself, her discernment, her tenacity, and her persistence to keep going. The things that sometimes harden us also have great gifts to teach us within. The flowers are what the world loves to see us for. Our personality, appearance, and what we do. They are also what we can be judged and criticized for. If we are too beautiful, too different, too colorful, too big, too small, too much, not enough. But the red rose reminds us that we were hand-created by the divine. We are divinity itself. This card is also a positive omen that you are reaching or will reach a point in your journey where you learn how to accept all of yourself. Your whole, full, and most authentic self. The magic, the mess, the mundane parts too. This will unlock so much grace and power within you. The beauty you feel within will shine out of your being, pouring out into the world around you. Wow. So guys, it's time to practice some self-love, you know? All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Libra. If you have resonated with this reading, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you guys in your next reading, Libra, know that you are loved, and namaste.